Okay, hello everyone. This is Sharonda, and this is my YouTube and podcast all in one Major Mind Medium. So I am going to go ahead and proceed with the daily tarot for today. Give me just a moment. I'd like to start off by saying that this YouTube and podcast is for entertainment purposes, so it may not resonate with many individuals, but take what resonates with you. I heard a couple of people say on here, so I said that sounds really good. Let me go with that. All right, so let's see what the cards are pulling out here. I think this is in relation to somebody in their family history, is what I feel. Somebody's trying to send a message by way of family history. It really lets me know a message, um, if that makes sense. In family history, let me turn these cards around. I'm not going to read them in the opposite. Well, I interpret it in the opposite. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's get two more cards. Yes, I feel as though whoever is watching or will be watching, you may have a situation where you could very well be a medium, if that makes sense, like a go-to person for the family, and someone is wanting to send a message somehow via you, um, by some type of spiritual guidance. You'll be very surprised to see that our ancestors are still around and they still oversee us, if that makes sense. To give us guidance and what have you, and help us during times of trouble. Right. All right. Let me go ahead. Yeah, I kept thinking about lineage, history. Somebody is trying to give a message by way of history. Let me get another card here. By way of history, something notable in history, family history out there. Um, it lets me know. Alrighty. So I do feel as though you are a medium. Whoever this reading is for, you are a medium. Plain and simple. Whether they take heed to whatever is being conveyed is up to them, but I do feel as though the ultimate thing is to heighten your sensibility about being a medium, a go between, right? When you begin to tap into that other sense of reality into this one, if that makes sense. So the first card it gives me is Five of Coins. Five of Coins card. So the Five of Coins, which I equate to Five of Pentacles, ill health, poverty, worry, isolation, financial loss. I think a lot of it has a lot to do with a concern for your health, if that makes sense. A concern for your health, a concern for your health. Somebody in your family has a commonality to whoever this relative is. That's why they keep coming to you, urging you, like keep coming to you, coming to you. They need to do something in regards to their health. And oftentimes, and something lets me know it comes by way of dreams. So oftentimes, dreams messages are given to us in dreams. A lot of people may say that's not true. That is true. Um, but I think it's an urgency, um, as to why they're coming to you um, in regards to their health. They're stubborn. They don't want to hear anybody. They don't want to be compliant. They don't want to do what it is needed to do in regards to their health. So it is an urgency. I feel, and that's why they are contacting you, coming in your dreams, right? The next card I get is King of Cups. King of Cups. So the King of Cups mentions a supportive leader, tolerance, and empathy. I think the reason why they chose you because you are empathy. You can empathize. I mean, you can understand. You can understand. You're able to relate the message if that makes sense. Like sometimes this life is, to be honest with you, this I understand they say God is not a God of confusion, right? But I do believe that certain things are coded to where it become natural to you in your language to understand. So I honestly feel as though that is the reason why they chose you versus anyone else. It doesn't necessarily mean that you are smarter. I think your path in this life has made you more keen to picking up on that, if that makes sense. I have the Ace of Coins here. So you may be questioning or even wondering, why me? Why me? What is going on with me? You may even be gotten to a point where you felt as though you was crazy. Now the Ace of Coins mentions new job, raise, promotion, investment, new income. I do believe that this is something you need to put your time into, um, because it could be. Of course, we don't want to get out here and start diagnosing people because that's not your thing, right? But we want to bring awareness to certain issues that are plaguing families, particular families of African American heritage. Five of Swords. Now, whether they take heed to it, that's up to them. But at least you've done your part. Five of Swords mentioned bullies, theft, violence, abusive relationship is what I have here. I honestly feel as though you you could very well get some pushback. This Five of Swords card here, yeah, you may have the type of family or whoever this person that in your family that it applies to, or who may be exhibiting some of these symptoms or what have you. They may be the type of person that don't want nobody to tell them anything. I think this is what this representation is. Like, I don't want you telling me anything. Who are you? The next card I get here is Two of Swords. Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords says time to compromise or make a decision. They need to really consider what you're telling them, what God urges you to tell them. It's not for to be, you know, a show off or whatever the case may be, because I do feel as though warnings have been given to this person. However, they're not listening. So I think the warnings are coming by way of you, the me, and the vessel. I have Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups mentions a prince or princess, charming romance proposals. Um, you're gonna have to use a little bit of candor and with this particular person. This is a stubborn energy. This could very well be a Taurus male or even a Taurus female. I get a very stubborn energy. That's what I get. Let's see what the cards have. Just a moment. A very stubborn energy is what it shows me. Very stubborn energy. Can't tell them anything. And they have, don't get me wrong, they have been put in circumstances to where that stubbornness was needed, particularly when there was a lot of mind control and manipulation around them. So I'm not going to sit here and say that them being stubborn is not needed, but I think they have gotten to the point where they, it's like everybody is against them. So you would need to use a little bit of candor when speaking with them. The next card I have here is Three of Wands. All right, so the Three of Wands mentions your plans are in motion and more opportunities are headed your way to maximize your total potential. You have the chance to expand your horizons through travel, study, or business. Reach beyond your comfort zone. Doors will open if you stop limiting yourself. I think there's going to be more messages to come, is what I feel. This is a gift somehow. So this could be to someone who is a fire sign, the person that I'm speaking to, the medium. You could very well be a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, and you're being visited by a relative who has passed over in regards to a Taurus sign who has the health issues. So the key words is preparation. So I think you need to get yourself prepared. That means begin to get off into more of this medium psychic type of tarot cards may not be your theme, but medium, being able to be receptive to that energy. Start getting you some journals, composition books to write these things down. Other keywords is progress, foresight, enterprise, activity, expansion, overseas opportunities moving forward. Yes. I think some of the most inventive, creative minds, pioneers in history, first started by a urge in their dreams and thoughts. It started in the mind and then it began to manifest. So this is how God urges us when there's something, um, could be a business venture, who knows? All right, the next card I get is the Ace of Cups. So it says, let go of any emotional baggage that is weighing you down and start truly living your life. This is your opportunity for a fresh start or a new relationship. Whether or not you choose to take the cup and drink from it, it is up to you. Um, so again, I think this things are going to pour out to you. As you can see, this Ace of Cups. Yeah, things are going to pour out to you. I think it's going to come by way of visions and dreams. Keywords are love, compassion, creativity, new feelings, spirituality, intuition, new baby, proposal, and marriage. Yes, the new baby is significant. That means new knowledge. Oftentimes, a new birth, a renewing. It's going to let me know. Get King of Wands here. So the King of Wands is a natural born leader of people and very capable and confident in their abilities. I'm not going to read all of this. I think this could very well be the person, this King of Wands, who is a fire sign. This could very well be who it is in relation to. This King of Wands energy. I had King of Cups earlier. Yeah, this could be in relation to a male relative. Like you're being visited by a relative in spirit to urge you about a male relative. Okay, so I'm looking at the keywords. I think that I'm not going to read all of these, but I think the keyword is overcoming challenges. Get Two of Pentacles here as well. Um, so yeah, the Two of Pentacles. It's two males. I feel I get King of Cups and then I get the King of Wands. And why I say that, because I get this Two of Pentacles here, which has the Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn earth signs. I am going to say that these two individuals are one or two of these signs. One of these signs. Um, the key word in here is multiple priorities, news, time management, juggling, weighing options. This person is these two guys, these two relatives. I feel they have a lot of stress on them. Is what it lets me know. Like they're not taking care of themselves. They have a lot of stress on them. Juggling, trying to keep up. Very stubborn energy is what it lets me know. Very stubborn energy, focusing on getting things done. I'll have the hangman in the reverse. Delay, stand still, resistance, stalling, indecision, fear of sacrifice, lack of control. See, this is the thing. Like they are aware of their issues, but somehow they have been desensitized. There's a spiritual apathy there. This hangman card gives me that. Says delay, stand still, resistance, stalling, indecision, fear of sacrifice, lack of yeah, yes. Like they are aware, but somehow I think they're under a curse per se. Something lets me know. You know what? When you have people that do things that are not sensible or that's contrary to their personality, it's not necessarily that we don't have free will or control. But when you see that somebody is a very headstrong, sensible person, and then all of a sudden they begin to do some things that are not kosher or not right, that's a curse. Some their thoughts have been cursed, is what it lets me know. Somebody has cursed their thoughts. Somebody has spoken a curse on them, is what that is. And it takes you urgency to make them aware of what's going on with their health. I think one of them is battling their health, something going on in their just physical health, and somebody may be experiencing mental health. It's two of them, two male relatives, I feel. All right. You need to improve on your craft. That's what I feel. Uh-huh. I think these two relatives, I feel, are mimicking some of the similar things in history and family history. So a lot of times people think people do things for attention, and oftentimes they do when you're dealing with spirits, right? I don't feel that way. I don't feel like they're mimicking. I don't. I think they have been cursed and been set into a mold or persona that they can't get out. Don't nobody know what to call it. Some people say imposter syndrome. They'll throw them in a spirit related job or a spiritual duty, such as movie production, play, acting, something where they're in theater or arts because nobody wants to deal with it. They cover it up, is what I feel. Or they may say they're mentally challenged or unstable or what have you. I get the moon card. I think some secrets are going to come out. It has intuition. Some things are going to come out about um, something about these two relatives. It's what it lets me know. Y'all could very well come from a town that has movie production, if that makes sense. Like you would be the one that can um, make people aware of what exactly that is. Certain energy spaces, the coming about. You know, I think you being the medium, God is going to reveal to you the coming about of certain spiritual duties and spirit related job fields, and what is the reasoning or what is the energies of surrounding it, because it is energy essentially. When God starts revealing things to you, let me pull my glasses out. When God started to reach us and start to speak to us and show us things in a spiritual sense, you will get a synopsis of spirits. These are spirits. They are in part in suit. That's what that is. So what does the moon card mention? Unseen problems, voluntary changes, trust your intuition. Yeah, that's what that is. You are your spirit channeling, baby. That's what excuse me for saying baby. Um you are in part in suit. That this is your intuition, is what that is. And God is honing your ability to tap into the sensibility of what's going on. I have Page of Wands. Page of Wands. So it says energy. You're tapping into old energy, even perhaps slave energy. You know, back then they a lot of them. I hate to use the word them because I don't feel as though all of African Americans were slaves or come from slaves. All right, but I am going to say that you are channeling energy from how things were a moment in time in history, and you're seeing it right before your eyes in this present day, if that makes sense. So, by way of, um, lack of adequate nutrition and things of that sort, um, you will begin to see that these are some things that happen in family history, perhaps even culturally, and as a result, this is what this so-called stubbornness is coming from. There is I think there is a curse on these two relatives, and you're able to see that, right? No one gives a damn about what goes on in your family, but certain people are they reach out to who has empathy. That means understanding. I think you have understanding. You could very well be someone who's in the health field or mental health field or medically inclined to where you're able to pick it up. So the Page of Wands mentions an active kid, a new project, a creative idea. Right. You're someone who, again, that I feel can pick up. You can pick up on this. All right, the next card I get is Four of Cups. Contemplation. Right. You are a visionary. You are someone who can foresee in the future. And perhaps in the past, will have your visionary. Four of Cups mentions apathy, feeling unfulfilled, surprise gifts. Right. You're able to see why certain energy is the way it is. And who perpetuated this curse? Let's get some info. I have the emperor. I don't know what spiritual duty. It says controlling authority. What spiritual duty these two relatives was in? Because it's going to tell on what that energy space is coming from. I'm gonna see if I can get a couple more cards. Yeah, the Emperor card mentions respect, leadership, strategic planning, a father figure. I think in this situation it was their spiritual duty or spirit related job is what it lets me know. They had a lot of influence on this so-called curse. Do they work a job where they have to take an oath? Whoever these two people are, I feel as though they work a spiritual duty or a spirit related job field where they had to take an oath, which essentially is a form of a prayer. You have to be very careful when you take oaths and prayers because you will open up a self fulfilling curse or prophecy, is what I feel. Plain and simple. You have to be very, because when you release those spirits, it ain't gonna be nothing nice. Did they take whoever this resonate with? Did they work a spiritual duty where they took an oath? That right there in itself lets me know where it's coming from. I'm gonna pull out these two cards here. See, a lot of times people don't realize that the words that they speak holds power, right? You have to be very careful as to the words that you speak. When you sell out or sell your soul, you're used as an example to let you know how the power of the words are very powerful. What power you have in the things you say to certain energy spaces. So that's basically what that is. That's what it means to sell out. And is to show people on camera who don't know what will happen when you take a vow or you take a oath that you don't come in agreement with. You will open up a whole Pandora's box. I think that's what has happened in the situation with these two male relatives. I get Queen of Coins. So this Queen of Coins I feel says luxury. I think this is a mature woman who sees it. This you are the medium. So Queen of Coins, you are a resourceful person, utility and domestic city. Okay, so that lets me know that you're able to foresee, like you're like the breath of fresh air, very resourceful, very. And this is your confirmation. I get the Magician card here. It says, "As above, so below." What happens in the spiritual sense happens in the physical sense, right? Some things that happen in the physical sense some time ago, you're able to foresee it in the spiritual sense in this before it manifests in this time in existence. Because I'm gonna tell you, I have had. Let me write that down, so I won't have to keep reading this. Looking this up. Okay. So above, let me see. As above, so below. And I still need to go and get that. Get me a. I will be doing that probably this weekend. Going to get me a pendulum necklace because I'm going to start using my pendulum board. Um, Again, you're able to foresee by history in the physical what may occur spiritually, like you're seeing in spirit, may physical manifestation now. That's what I feel a medium is. Again, we get the Magician card. So that is your confirmation. The Magician card is the illusionist, which is God. God chooses whom He will to um, be able to interpret, is what I feel. It says focus, creativity, turning visions into reality. I just mentioned this. I don't remember all of this that's on this board. As a matter of fact, let me show you my board and my guide. This is my board, and this is what I use as my tarot card cheat sheet. These are the major suits. I'm sorry. These are the major suits that are over here. This is a neat little thing to have. And then this is the suits, broken down over here. So you're able to see this. And then this right here is just my little spirit guide, which you know has the zodiac signs here, the keywords here, and then we relation to the astrology of the planets and things of that nature. So yes, that is so. I feel as though that is so. All right, so we're gonna bring this to a close within the next 10, maybe 15 minutes. You need to tap into one thing I want to say is first of all, pray before you you may not necessarily want to pray because I'm not just put it this way. You have to know how to pray because I think you can bring curses upon yourself when you pray certain things, right? So you may want to say some affirmations. Get your mind at ease. Do some visualization, some positive imagery and visualizations, or even get in a meditative state upon laying down. Get you a dream journal. That could, I mean, it could just be something simple as a composition book. All right, because I think you may get played to get up. You may hear whispers. Let me tell you something. I kid you not. It wasn't last night. The night before last, I woke up to a whisper. It was a sound, actually. Yeah. Yes. I'm not crazy. I'm not. These are energies from time ago, like those in slavery. Yeah. I woken up to talks, my name being called and all of that other stuff. Yeah. You know the difference between when it's somebody trying to play on your intellect, which oftentimes you will find because they have nothing else better to do, and when it's external, when it's coming from energies from the past, right? Right. But yeah, it was a sound. Yeah. Yes. All right, I got my telepathy cards. I'm just going to do two of these. The first one I get is true love. I think this is your passion. Observe. You are a watcher, I feel, of an observer in this time and existence. I think that's what spirit brought you in as an observer, meaning your mere conception was brought in based on being a watcher, an observer. All right, let's go ahead. Let's see what other cards it gives me. What lies beneath. This may not be appropriate for this reading, but I'm just going to see what the cards gives me. All right, I just I'm gonna pull out three cards. One, like if I pull out doing drugs, that wouldn't be appropriate for this reading. Although, in a sense, I can interpret it and say, okay, well, they may feel as though you're on drugs, or you may even question your own feelings. And their feelings is what I have here. In their feels. In their fields. It shows some. Look, put it this way. They got a curse on these people. They could very well have a sex demon attached to them as well. Bad choices, yes. Not making very wise, sensible choices is what it lets me know. Setting the record straight. You need to get. I think you need to get them straight. That's what I feel about what's going on. I feel that way. Let me get my manifestation card. We're going to bring this to a close. We're going to bring this to a close. All right. So let's see what else is going on here. Yeah, I do believe they are in a spiritual duty, spirit related job field that has where they take an oath. And we don't think about the power of words and the things we say. How it can manifest in our behaviors and the things we do, in our actions and behaviors. That's what I feel. So I think this is basically the um, underlining main issue of concern. Health, number one, but ultimately to sell of one soul. When you just think, oh, yeah, right. All right, got this card here, Ascension. I keep forgetting that word. Let me look it up on my phone. All right, I'm gonna bring this to a close. Okay, so they said Donald Trump has won the election. Is that true? I haven't. I watched some things prior to. Of course, I knew they was gonna go back behind and say something contrary to what I say, because I oftentimes find that people mock me and try to make a lie out of me. That's my everyday life. It don't make me no damn difference who is the president. To be honest with you, it's already been set in stone as to who is going to um, what policies are going to be done. To tell you the truth, if you want my honest opinion, I don't think neither one of them wanted the presidency. To be honest with you, to me, it's seemed pushed up, and that's my personal opinion. And I'm not concerned about being right. All right, so let's proceed because I'm going to eat no matter who the president is. All right, so Ascension mentions the act of rising to an important position or higher level. The act of rising to an important position or higher level. Yeah, I feel as though when they took this oath and they did not make due on it, some things came against them. I have manifestation. Right. It was a curse that it actually was a self curse is what it lets me know. It was a self curse. The next card I get is mischief. Right. I think it was played by a lot of mischief. It opened up a Pandora's box of negative energies. That's what it lets me know. The next card I get is intellect. Right, right. I think it was a play on your intellect, is what I feel. I think also that they played on your intellect, and I think on these two relatives' intellect to make them as though they was crazy because they are aware of what is going on with them. Is what it lets me know, but somehow they continue to not acknowledge it, and that's why it is a curse. And I'm going to say it for what it is. It's a curse. It is a curse. All right. So I am going to conclude this episode of Spiritual Sense for the daily tarot reading. If you're wanting a reading, you are more than welcome to comment below, or you can go on my Patreon, which is on patreon.com/spiritual sense. You can also send me an email at sharonforchrist@outlook.com. Until then, you have a safe and wonderful day. Good day.